Okay, Christina Munoz here from the Victorian Rehabilitation Hospital, and believe it or not, it's actually day 7 of my ketamine infusion. Okay, it's now Monday, the 10th of December, I think, and it's been 2 days since I've been off the OxyContin, and I guess what I want to share with you is it's day 7 of the ketamine infusion. I'm very much on the home stretch now. Okay, this is all going to come out of me 9 o'clock tonight, and I'll be going home tomorrow, which is wonderful. And what I wanted to do was basically share what it's like to actually go through detoxing or withdrawing from OxyContin, really. You know, the reality is, for the last 2 years of my life, I was forced to have to be on OxyContin, which is an opiatic drug, morphine basically. It's in tablet form for almost 2 years. And for the last year, since December 2011, I guess, I've been on 100 milligrams of OxyContin daily. And it's a horrendous drug, okay? Though the reality is, I could not get out of bed, could not function, you know, without that drug. I had to have it. The nerve pain that I live with, there was no choice. I had to have this drug. And if you're living with chronic pain, or know anyone with chronic pain, or have ever had to take pain medication before, or maybe you're going to need to in the future or are now, okay? You know, I want you to know what it actually means, okay? Because no one told me 2 years down the track I'll be going through this, okay? But I also want you to know that sometimes you're going to have to do things that you will never ever do in a million years in your life, and find a way to get around and get over it as well, and find a way to not do it anymore, and it might be years down the track. So for me, it's been 2 years, and you know, for the last year on 100 milligrams, all I wanted to do was get off it, but it was like being trapped. I didn't know I have this pain, and how am I going to be able to get off the OxyContin as well? It's just, you know, couldn't work it out. So here I am with the ketamine. It's working on dealing with the pain, and with the OxyContin, I knew it was going to be tough. It was not going to be a walk in the park. And the withdrawal symptoms that's all I wanted to share with you, are not fun, okay? It probably started Saturday night, really, but last night was horrendous. I think I probably slept an hour, if that. I mean, you could tell from my face, you know. I feel like I've been hit by a truck. And it's going to be a few days of this. I'm going to feel like this probably for the rest of the week, but the worst is now over. And have you ever hallucinated? Have you ever, you know, have you ever had an hallucination? Okay, well, that happened to me last night. I was literally in the middle of the night. Okay, let me tell you a story. Last night I was in the middle of the night, and I was just, I could not sleep. I was exhausted, because this thing, it just sucks the life force out of you. You can't even explain it. It just sucks the life force out of you. And I couldn't sleep. I just could not sleep. And the nurses came and gave me a sleeping tablet, and then they gave me another one, and I still couldn't sleep. And I just could not get comfortable. It's like my skin, I can't even explain it. It's like my skin, I had to keep lifting my legs, lifting my arms and moving, and my skin was just agitated. There's no other word for it. And I could feel myself getting agitated and anxious and full of anxiety, and I'd try and calm myself down and know, look, this is just me withdrawing. This is just the drug coming out of my system, you know. And I went onto YouTube and was listening to Birdy. She wrote a song. She actually read the Hunger Games, great adult fiction, young adult fiction book series of Hunger Games. Haven't read it. Really good read. Movie's not bad either. And she recorded the song, Is It Just a Game? It's a beautiful song. Look it up on YouTube. Gorgeous, gorgeous song. Is It Just a Game? And it's got this beautiful piano, you know, just this beautiful piano. And she's only like 15, 16, discovered on YouTube, actually, just so you know. Great new talent from the UK. And you can't understand a word she sings, so maybe look up the song with the lyrics so you can see the lyrics. It's actually very beautiful, very poetic. But I was just listening to the piano, and it's just this beautiful piano, you know, and I found it very soothing just in the middle of the night. But then I was looking above the bathroom wall, and I saw a flamenco guitar. Huge, brown flamenco guitar, like a wall mounting, okay? Like a wall mounting above the actual bath. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I think I'm hallucinating. So I actually managed to get the energy to get out of bed and went over to the bathroom door and looked up, and there it was, this brown flamenco guitar just stuck there, you know. And I thought, oh my God, and while I'm looking at this flamenco guitar up there above the toilet door on the wall, mounted, beautiful flamenco guitar, Birdy is singing Is It Just a Game, and the beautiful piano in the background, and it was the most surreal thing, one of the most surreal experiences of my life, really. It's kind of bizarre. But I could see, even it was funny to me. Like I was watching myself, not watching myself, well, I don't even know. And I could say, well, this is my first hallucination. I've never hallucinated before. I thought, oh, great, I didn't hallucinate spiders. You know, I was a bit scared of it. So if you have to get off OxyContin, you won't get spiders. You might see a flamingo guitar, okay? So I suggest, if you're withdrawing from any sort of drug, become prepared. Bring some music, bring whatever you have, and just know it's not going to be easy, okay? It's not, okay? And the ketamine, thankfully, is helping with the pain, so I'm not dealing with breakout pain and everything else I thought I would be. But it's certainly bringing out other things in my body that's really, really been quite challenging, and will be for the next few days. But the worst is over. And, you know, I think it's absolutely amazing, okay, that here I am. Here I am, you know. Here I am. And I think I'm going to get through the worst of it. You know, I think the worst is almost over. This has got to be it. That once this is all over, this time next week, I'm going to feel normal. I'm going to have my mind back totally to me. Okay? My mind's going to be all mine. 2 years I've been in a drug-induced fog. You know, and for those of you that have been following my progress or with me in Empower Network, you know, and you know what I've achieved in the last 8 months, you know, with this is what I've been dealing with. I've had OxyContin 100 milligrams going through my system. Basically, my body has been dependent on it. That's when I knew this day was coming. I'd have to do this, and I was ready, going to do it. And here I am now having to get off it. I'm going to get off it. I'm not going to get back on it. I'm going to find other ways to manage the pain if it comes back, you know. Or the pain that as it is now, I can cope with it. I don't know what's going to happen when this gets off or what have you. But the incredible thing is that next week I'm going to know what it feels like to be drug-free again. Because the reality is that ketamine is not a pain relief drug. It's about remapping the pain signals through my nervous system. It's remapping it, getting rid of all the pain signals, so that next week I could, I'm going to be drug-free, you know. And any medication I do have to take to manage pain, I'll take it when I'm in control of it. I'll control when I take it. It will never be a 24/7 thing ever again for me. And so when I think of what's happened over the last 8 months, we're finding like my business go down the toilet last year because of all of this, and then to get it back on track thanks to the Empower Network. So I've made over $150,000. You know, I've been making money while I've been in here, you know. And look at me. I'm no one special. You know, my physical self has gone to hell the last 2 years. I'm really looking forward to getting on top of that and being able to, you know, do some hydrotherapy, start exercising and be able to do that, because I couldn't, because the nerve would get irritated every time I tried. I'd be in agony every time I went to hydrotherapy once. I'd be in agony. You know, there's kind of no point. But now I'm actually going to be able to build up, and my muscles have just gone to hell the last 2 years. You know, I've just been my physical self has gone to hell. So now it starts a journey of getting my physical self back again, you know, and getting my strength back and building up strength and all of that. And that's only going to make everything else better. So the reason why I'm sharing all this is because you're going through something. Most people are going through something, you know. It may not be physical pain. It could be emotional pain, a divorce, you know. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe your partner left you. Maybe your husband, wife left you, significant other. Maybe you had lived with an incident and you're watching this because you had a car accident or a work cover incident or whatever it may be. But I want you to know that you can get through it and you can change your life and you don't have to let it beat you, you know. And even as unpleasant as some of the things you might have to do, like getting a ketamine infusion is, there's a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. I can see it there. So it makes dealing with all this now so worth it. So I'm really excited, you know. I feel that I feel hopeful, and whatever happens in the future, I'll just deal with it. You know, I'm just not going to let it beat me. I'm just going to do what I can to keep doing what I'm doing and get better at what I'm doing and do the best I can. But if by some miracle this procedure means that I can get my physical self back, well then it just means, oh my, it just means so much. And to all of you that have been following my progress, and if you're one of my subscribers, one of my team members or what have you, thank you, you know. Thank you for your support. Thank you for putting up with my emails that maybe did not make sense. Because I was in more pain and probably should not have emailed that day, you know. And thank you, just thank you, because you inspire me more than I've inspired anyone else, and that's been a greatest gift. It's what's given me a lot of strength. It's a lot of support I've gotten from people from all around the world who know about my situation and what I've achieved here with the Empower Network in spite of it. But what you don't know is that you've given me strength, that when it's been really tough to go through it. And I was speaking to my doctor this morning, and he was saying that the first 24 hours when you get off OxyContin are the most difficult. You know, the most relapses happen the first 24 hours. And I can understand why. Because there was a stage there last night that I was thinking, well, maybe I just need 10 milligrams. Maybe I should be weaned over the next 3 weeks. But the reality is it doesn't matter how little you have, you're going to have to get off it. And I understand a little bit more how Dave Sharp must have felt, you know, getting off all, when he was addicted to drugs and things, and I am too for different reasons. It doesn't matter, it's the same thing. And it's not fun, it's not nice, you know, but he did it, I can do it, you know. And it doesn't matter what it is you're facing, what it is you have to overcome, you can too, okay? And you can become who you are meant to be. And it's a journey, you know. We're on this journey together. That's life. It comes with the good and the bad and everything, and you just got to go through it. And you can believe that you can do it, because you can. And I gain a lot of strength from the support I've received from people around me and the belief. And I just want you to know that I appreciate that, and I'm not going to let you guys down. I'm not, okay? Not going to give up, doesn't matter what happens. So I just want to say thank you. And for whatever reason you're watching this video, this will be the last one on this series. I'll be out tomorrow. I might do another one, you never know. Okay. But I just wanted to give you this final update, I guess, and say it's all going good. And yeah, of course I'll record more about how it goes, and we'll see what happens with the pain and everything. But I am OxyContin free, and for me, that is a win. That's what I wanted, to get off OxyContin, and I have for 2 days, and I'm not going back there for anything. And if the pain comes back again, there'll have to be another solution. I'm not going back to OxyContin ever again. So so that's it from me. Stay strong. Okay, be strong and stay focused. Take care.